Good morning, everyone. It's lovely to see you all dressed up in your costumes and whatnot. Thank you so much for coming. Whether you are here in the sanctuary or joining us online, welcome to the Sunday service of the Unitarian Universalist Church of St. Pete, held on the unceded lands of the Tocobaga and Seminole peoples. Today, we extend a special greeting to children whose energy and spirit fill our space with an unpredictable, joyful magic all on their own. And we are so glad to have you with us. I'm Janae Johnson, a seminary student and the Director of Religious Education and Communications here. As a Cameroonian African-American woman with locks, I'm stepping in today's service wearing a playful black dress with bats, ready to lead you through the Halloween and cross-cultural holidays. I'm joined today with Ms. Trish, our elementary teacher. So together, we look forward to exploring this unique season with you, celebrating how traditions and cultures weave together.
Thank you, Janae. Good morning, everyone. I'm Trish Harding. Hi. And if you're seeking a church that celebrates diversity of culture, stories, and spiritual paths, then you are in the right place. Today, we're delighted to hear stories from Aaron, who is a seminary student and the RE teacher for the high school group here at UU St. Pete, and from Chris McDonald with the CUPS group, CUUPS, as she shares some of her insights, and from Ashley Fox, who brings warmth and joy to our nursery. And Karen Cole, who is our social justice team person. We'll also have the wonderful Tim Berman on the organ today, lifting us up with that music. And besides the instrumental pieces, he'll be accompanying us on hymns that are led by our music director, John Arterton, and his husband, James Mack. And we'll also do some festive songs for Halloween that I will lead. So let's open our hearts and minds to the unique stories and sounds that we'll share today together. Welcome, everyone.
Now, for our announcements today, I was looking out for Gordia, but I'll share them from here. UU Clearwater will be offering Our Whole Lives, that's the OWL program for 7th through 9th graders beginning of January 2025. There'll be a parent orientation session on Sunday, January 5th, and there's a QR code for registration. Also, today, Racial Justice right after church at noon in the sanctuary will be hosting a film discussion about the Black experience of Unitarian Universalism entitled, We Are Always Here. Everyone is invited. Black UU History Matters. And also, from 12 to 2, we have our UU membership class.
Please read the rest of your announcements in the order of service in our weekly newsletter and on TV in Gilmore Hall during the coffee hour.
Now, as Unitarian Universalists, we come together with diverse beliefs, yet we share a common faith that every person is inherently worthy of love, that our actions in this world hold meaning, and that we are deeply connected to one another and to the earth. Whoever you are, wherever you find yourself on life's journey, know that you are welcome here. I'd also like to extend a special greeting for any newcomers. So if you are new, or even relatively new, can you give us a wave? We'd love to welcome you. Hello.
Hi. Thank you, and thank you for silencing your cell phones. Masks are available at both entrances, and we encourage you to wear them if you're comfortable doing so.
Now, please rise as you are willing and able for our first hymn, number 38 in the hymnal, Morning Has Broken. Nope.
Who remembers Cat Stevens?
Who doesn't?
you're in luck. Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the sweet the rains do fall, sunlit from heaven, like the first dew fall on the first grass. Praise for the sweetness of the wet garden, sprung in completeness where God's feet pass. Mine is the sunlight, mine is the morning, born of the one light, Eden saw play. Praise with elation, praise every morning, God's recreation of the new day.
Thank you, John and Tim, and everyone who sung along. Please remain standing for our chalice lighting, if you're standing. The flaming chalice is a reminder that we choose to focus here together for this time today, and that we believe such time is sacred. And when is Caitlin here to light the chalice? I don't see her. Where is Ashby? Ashby might like to light the chalice today. Yes? No, I see Ashby shaking her head. All right, Janae is going to light the chalice. She is here, willing and ready to do it. So I invite you to say our covenant out loud. The words can be found within your programs and online. Feel free to follow along with the two hand movements, which are hands to heart and then hands reaching out like you're in service. Ready? Let's read it. Love is the spirit of this church, and service its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. You may be seated. And now, welcome to any children who are present to please come join us up on the front steps for our stories. Come on, children.
Hello. Do you want to come join me down here? Oh, I love it. I love it. All these new people I have never seen before. But you're a princess. I've never met this princess before. Oh, with Elsa and Anna. And who is this princess? And Tiana. And I see another awesome kiddo. All right. Nice. Excellent. Okay, well, let's get started with our story. So our story is called Room on the Broom. Come with me on this adventure. So the witch had a cat and a hat that was black and a long ginger braid that went down her back. And how the cat purred and how the witch ran as they sat on the broomstick and flew through the wind. Can you all see that? But how the witch wailed and how the cat spat. When the wind blew so wildly, it blew off the hat. Down, cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the hat, but no hat could be found. Then out of the bushes, with thundering paws, there bounded a dog with the hat in his jaws. He dropped it politely, and then eagerly said, I am a dog as keen as can be. is there room on the broom for a dog like me? And what do you think the witch said? Yes, she said yes, cried the witch, and the dog clamored on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. Now over the fields and forests they flew. The dog wagged his tail, and the stormy wind blew. The witch laughed out loud and held on to her hat, but away flew the bow from her braid, just like that. Down, cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the bow, but no bow could be found. Then out from the tree, with an ear-splitting shriek, there flapped a green bird with a bow in her beak. She dropped it politely and bit her head low. Then she said, I am a bird, as green as can be. Is there room on the broom for a bird like me? And what do you think she said? Yes, cried the witch, so the bird fluttered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. That's right. Over the reeds and the rivers they flew. The bird shrieked with glee, and the stormy wind blew. They shot through the sky to the back of beyond. The witch clutched her bow, but let go of her wand. Down cried the witch, and they flew to the ground. They searched for the wand, but no wand could be found. Then all of a sudden, out from a pond, leaped a dripping wet frog and a dripping wet wand. He dropped it politely and then said with a croak, I am a frog, as clean as can be. Is there room on the broom for a frog like me? What do you think she said? Yes, say loud.
Yes.
All right. So the frog bounded on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and what did they do? Whoosh. Whoosh, they were gone. Now, can y'all imagine what that might have looked like? Isabella, can you imagine a broom with a witch, a cat, a dog, a bird, and a frog all flying on the broom together? So over the moors and mountains they flew. The frog jumped for joy, and the broom snapped in two. Down fell the cat and the dog and the frog. Down they went tumbling into a bog. The witch's half broomstick flew into a cloud, and the witch heard a roar that was scary and loud. You're right, a dragon. I am a dragon, as mean as can be, and which with French fries tastes delicious to me. No, cried the witch, flying higher and higher. The dragon flew after her, breathing out fire. Help, cried the witch, flying down to the ground. She looked all around, but no help could be found. The dragon drew near with a glint in his eyes, and he said, just this once, I'll have witch without fries. But just as he planned to begin on his feast, from out of the ditch rose a horrible beast. It was tall and dark and sticky and feathered and furred. It had 4 frightful heads, and it had wings like a bird. And its terrible voice, when it started to speak, was a yowl and a growl and a croak and a shriek. What is this thing? It dripped and it squelched as it strode from the ditch, and it said to the dragon, buzz off, that's my witch. The dragon drew back, and he started to shake. I'm sorry, he sputtered, I made a mistake. It was nice to meet you, but now I must fly. And he spread out his wings and was off through the sky. Then down flew the bird, and down jumped the frog. Down climbed the cat, and phew, said the dog. Oh, thank you, the grateful witch cried. Without you, I'd be in that dragon's inside. Then she filled up her cauldron and said with a grin, "Find something, everyone. Throw something in." So the frog found a lily, the cat found a cone, the bird found a twig, and the dog found a bone. They threw them all in, and the witch stirred them well, and while she was stirring, she muttered a spell. Iggity, ziggity, zaggity, zoom. Then out rose a truly magnificent broom, with seats for the witch and the cat and the dog, a nest for the bird, and a pool for the frog. "Yes," cried the witch, and they all clambered on. The witch tapped the broomstick, and whoosh, they were gone. And with that, our story ends. And now we are going to have our costume parade. So if everybody that would like to be a part of our costume parade would like to come up the center aisle and come up front, and we're going to have some parading music.
Find your way back to your seats now. That was awesome. I think Erin has another story for us as soon as everyone is seated. She's full of stories today.
I do, and actually, if I have any children would like to come help me with this story,
Want to come back up,
I would
kiddos?
love to have you. And come join me again. Whoops. Gotta watch those princess skirts. All right, do you have any other children that would like to come help me? Awesome. Excellent. Welcome, welcome. Come on down. Okay, so I have some questions for y'all this morning. Do any of y'all know what ancestors are? When we talk about ancestors, it's kind of a big word. Yeah, Caitlin. People that lived before us? Yeah, Isabella? Some of them lived a really long time ago, and possibly as long as the dinosaurs. Definitely, definitely. And you know, ancestors don't have to have lived a long time ago. Sometimes they're still alive, and so that's really awesome. Who are these ancestors? Yeah. They're people. What kind of people? Yeah, we've got humans. Yeah, grandmas, grandpas. Yeah, it could be family members. And you know, Isabella, they don't always have to be humans. We can have animal ancestors. So yeah, and ancestors can also be other important people in your life. You don't have to be related to them for them to be an ancestor for you. So they could be teachers, they could be mentors, they can be friends at church, and people you know in the community. Can anybody think of somebody like that they might consider an ancestor? Yeah. Diana, your sister. Yeah, definitely. And what makes someone an ancestor? What makes that a special thing for someone to be? Let's see. We'll go Caitlin first. Yeah, people that are important to you, absolutely. Isabella, did you have something to add? Yeah, grandma and grandpas, yeah, those are important people, definitely. And one of the things that makes someone an ancestor, no matter if you are related to them or not, is that they have shared something with you that you still keep with you. Maybe it's something that's made you who you are. It can be something, if you are related like by DNA, you might share like eye colors, or like your hair might be the same. You might like the same kind of foods. Can you all think of anything like that you have that you maybe says, oh, you've got your hair just like your grandma, or things like that? So think about that for a minute. It can also be something that maybe someone shared with you. Maybe you have a teacher that had a really special talent and they shared it with you and taught you how to do that very special thing. That's also a way an ancestor stays with us. So what we're going to get to do today, we're going to make a visual for our ancestors. And so we have colored sand. Hey, my friends, you want to see what we're going to do? We have colored sand. And we're going to get to pour our sand into our jar here to visualize our ancestors, right? Because we have all these different things that are part of us that came from all these different people. And then together, that makes the beautiful, unique tapestry of each of us. So if you would like to, I would like everybody's help up here with pouring sand in our jar. When you pour your sand, if you would like to tell us about an ancestor, we can do that when you pour the sand, but you don't have to share. You can just hold it in your heart as well. So Diana, do you want to go first? You're sitting right here next to me. And do you have an ancestor you want to share? Okay, that's okay. Thank you.
We have our first layer down. We have another bag in. Nora's coming up next. Thank you, Caitlin. I hope you all can see the different layers that's being represented already with just 3 layers. Ashby put in pink. Who would like to go next? Isabella's coming up next. So as I see the sand getting poured in, I like to also think about the different periods that we are aware of, like the Metholithic period. I can't remember all of them, but I think you guys get the gist. I think that's okay. And that's it. Trish is coming in to pour some sand. There's so many layers that come together. Trish shares that this is for her mother who taught her how to sing. Cordia said for grandmother. And I didn't pour, but I'm going to say one layer is for my uncle, who just taught me the importance of learning history. Caitlin's going to pour it on my behalf, because if I stand up in this position and with these heels, it's not going to work. Caitlin, that is so kind. Thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you so much, Caitlin. All right, so now we've got our jar full of sand, full of so many colors, full of so many gifts from our ancestors. And so just like this jar full of all these beautiful, oh, thank you. We get a big visual. All those gifts from our ancestors. And for everyone here, if you would like to take home some of this sand to remember these gifts from our ancestors, we have some little jars. So after service, you are welcome to come and take some of this sand so you can have a remembrance of this lesson. So thank you all. All right, you want to go sit back down?
Thank you, everyone who participated in that story. It was great. Now we have some teens that are going to help us with the joys and sorrows part of the service.
We come to the time in our worship service for joys and sorrows and concerns. Those on YouTube Live are not in this room, but your presence is still felt. Please type your joys and sorrows into the text chat. If you have joy, sorrow, or concern to submit during the week, please write to Reverend Ben. We will light a candle for joys, sorrows, and concerns today.
Where's our candle lighter? Oh. Success.
We embrace your joys and make room for sorrows as we experience the emotional range of our human experience. We may hold on another as we flow with the spirit of life.
Thank you. We're going to sing Spirit of Life, you singers, right? Christine McDonald would do Views from the Pews for us today.
Good morning, I'm Christine McDonald, and I've been a member here about 3 years, and I was a UU many years before that. So as you know, at this time of year, the veil between this world and the next is very thin. This is the time of Samhain, the ancient Irish festival. Samhain means the end of summer. And this led into Halloween and All Souls Day. So we have an opportunity to do some work that's a lot harder the rest of the year because we have a lot of help from our ancestors. Spirits are around us all the time, but they're a lot easier to see at this time of year. We can see them in our dreams, in deep meditation, and sometimes they just show up. Most of us have had a very bad time lately. We've lost our power, and some of us a lot more than that. We've also lost a lot of spiritual power. So like the lights, let's turn our power back on. Who wants to try that? Yes, let's do that. So it's work though. You have to work at it. Nothing comes easy. So you want to do that? Okay, so we're going to do a little time traveling to our great-grandmother's house and have soup in her kitchen. Yes, she's waiting for you. You have 4 great-grandmothers, and at least one of them will be available, probably all of them. After all, you are their hopes and dreams fulfilled. You're very, very, very special to them, and very welcome in their home. So we start by forming a glowing ball of light around the whole room. It's 3-dimensional and shiny. So everybody has to do that right now. So start imagining a giant, shiny, 3-dimensional ball of light and love around us all, around the whole building. Is everybody doing that? Start doing that. So there's no bad vibes coming in here. You're very special and you're very welcome. We have positive energy only. All right, now relax and close your eyes. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. So now we're walking, and you see a house in front of you, or it could be an apartment. Maybe you've been here before, maybe you've only dreamed of it, maybe you've never thought of it. But it's right in front of you now, and it's the nice place, and it's the right place. So you walk up to the front door, and you knock, and the door swings open immediately, and you're immediately greeted with more enthusiasm than you've ever experienced in your whole life. Your great-grandmother is delighted to see you. Maybe all of them are there, and they are delighted to see you. You are the treasure of their lives. You are their prayers fulfilled, and they're not alone. There's a lot of other people with them, other ancestors, friends of yours that may have gone before, even cats and dogs, and other animals that have been in your lives. They're here because it's Halloween. Samhain, the gang's all here, and they are delighted to see you. You're absolutely surrounded by love. They love you. You are loved. You are the star of the show, baby. People are kissing you and slapping you on the back. They're so happy to see you. After a little while, they bring you into the kitchen and you sit down at the table. And on top of this old-fashioned stove that has a fire in it, there's a big pot of soup. So your great-grandmother gives you a bowl of soup, and it's your favorite type. It's very nourishing. It's soul soup. And your great-grandmother asks you, how have you been? Tell her. So you've had a hard time. They've had a lot of hard times. Many so bad that we can't even imagine it. But they've survived and had children as demonstrated by your sitting right here. They understand. So we're here to do some work and get rid of some of these terrible thoughts and feelings that are getting in our way and stopping us from moving away from that bad time. So what thoughts or feelings are blocking your progress? Are you angry, sad, tired, feeling desperate, catatonic, out of control, depressed? How do you feel? What do you want to get rid of? Think about it. So you have a thought, what you'd like to get rid of, and you pull that thought or that bad feeling out of you and you crinkle it up like a piece of paper and you throw it into the fire inside of the stove. They open the door so you can throw it in and you see it burning up. It is gone, it is gone, it is gone. Say that. It is gone, it is gone, it is gone. So mote it be, so shall it be. So think of another feeling. What else would you like to get rid of? What do you want to just be done with? And you pull that out of your chest and you crumple it up like a piece of paper and you throw it into the fire. It is gone, it is gone, it is gone. So mote it be, so it is. Well, you feel a lot better. So you have a taste of the soup, and it tastes very good. Everyone starts talking to you. It's just terrific. It's a big party, and you're the guest of honor. Look around, enjoy being with your ancestors, your friends. But now nature abhors a vacuum, and so we want to replace the negativity that we've gotten rid of with useful thoughts and emotions. What do you need to put in that place? So think about it. Love, patience, forgiveness, energy, calmness, a new sense of purpose. What do you need what do you need now? Think about it. Do you need strength, power, courage? So imagine it forming inside of you, this positive energy. It is here, it is here, it is here. Say that. It is here, It is here, it is here. So mote it be, so shall it be. So you take some more soup, and you are fortified, and everyone is clapping, and they are so, so happy to see you. But now we have to go. Things are going to get better. You're not alone. You have friends and family all around you. You are loved more than you can possibly imagine. So you get up and you go to the door. Everybody is waving goodbye. And you open the door. And when you're ready, open your eyes. You're back here with us. Do you feel good? So you can do this on Halloween yourself because the door and the veil is very thin. You can do this again at night. Form a big circle of light and love around you and ask and say, I'd like to see my ancestors and I want to move this negativity out of my life and I want to move beneficial thoughts and feelings into my life. So when you go to sleep on Halloween, that's the best time. Go and visit your family. Have a great visit. Happy Samhain and happy Halloween. Go see your family.
Harder to get out than it looks. Thanks, Chris. That was wonderful. I was happy and crying at the same time. We have a song for you, and there's a lyric sheet. You can sing along as much as you know. If you only want to sing the chorus, that would be great too. This was recorded by Peter, Paul, and Mary back in the 60s. It's called A Solon. Hey ho, nobody home, meat nor drink nor money have I none, yet shall we be merry. Hey ho, nobody home, meat nor drink nor money have I none, yet shall we be merry. Hey ho, nobody home, hey ho, nobody home. Soul cake, please good Mrs. A soul cake, an apple, a pear, a plum, a cherry, any good thing to make us all merry. 1 for Peter, 2 for Paul, 3 for him who made us all. God bless the master of this house, the mistress also, and all the little children that round your table grow. The cattle in the stable, the dog by your front door, and all that dwell within your gates, we wish you 10 times more. Soul cake, please good Mrs. A soul cake, an apple, a pear, a plum, a cherry, any good thing to make us all merry. 1 for Peter, 2 for Paul, 3 for him who made us all. Go down into the cellar and see what you can find. If the barrels are not empty, we hope you will be kind. We hope you will be kind with your apple and strawberry, for we'll come no more a soul until this time next year. Soul cake, please good Mrs. A soul cake, an apple, a pear, a plum, a cherry, any good thing to make us all merry. 1 for Peter, 2 for Paul, 3 for him who made us all. The streets are very dirty, my shoes are very thin. I have a little pocket to put a penny in. If you haven't got a penny, a halfpenny will do. If you haven't got a halfpenny, then God bless you. Soul, a soul cake, please good Mrs. A soul cake, an apple, a pear, a plum, a cherry, any good thing to make us all merry. 1 for Peter, 2 for Paul, 3 for him who made us all. Thanks for singing along. Love that song. Okay, let's see. Am I? I'm on this page. Sorry, got ahead of myself. Who's next, Janae? Oh, I'm next. No wonder. Okay. Thank you. I wanted to share a little bit about the costume that I'm wearing. This is a costume from Dia de los Muertos, which is, it's a tradition in Mexico, and it's a holiday that's very closely related to Halloween, All Saints' Day, and All Souls' Day. And on El Dia de los Muertos, the people in Mexico honor their dead relatives, their ancestors, and the way they do it is they have a party in the cemetery. They decorate the altars so they look beautiful and festive. They bring the favorite foods of the person that has passed away. They put pictures of the person and their friends there. They eat the favorite food, they sing the favorite songs, and dance in the graveyards. And they dress up like this. There are skeletons everywhere, and some of them are posed washing dishes or playing the guitar. And they do that to honor the people that have gone before them. And this tradition was fused with the Catholic tradition when the people came from Europe to Mexico, and it all kind of blended together. And the soul cake that I mentioned in the song, there is a sweet cake and sweet candy that they always eat around El Dia de los Muertos, or the Day of the Dead. So the traditions blend together. Thank you very much for letting me express that here and share a tradition and a culture that's outside of our own. Now who's next?
And what we have Ashley Fox coming next.
Ashley. Thanks, Ashley.
My pleasure. Hi guys, so if you don't know, my name is Miss Ashley, or Miss Fox. I am a nursery teacher here, and today I am going to be talking about All Souls Day. Like Miss Trish said, All Souls Day is kind of like Dia de los Muertos, it's a traditional Scottish celebration that takes place on November 2nd. Like Day of the Dead, this holiday involves a celebration celebrating past loved ones. During this time, people gather and have a celebration while remembering the memory of those who came before, who came before us and the souls of loved ones. Coming from a Scottish background, this holiday is especially important for my family, not only because we're Scottish and Scottish people are big partiers, as the people say. Every year we go to the Florida National Cemetery to pay respects to my father's grandmother, my father's mother, who passed away from stage 4 brain cancer, my mother's mother, who passed away from stage 4 pancreas cancer, and my dad's grandmother, who passed away from stage 4 lung cancer, as well as several other family members. My family often uses this time to reflect on the past, as well as sharing memories with the departed, and also use this time as a time of reflection. We use this time to reflect on the past and how how far everyone has come since. We then pray for each and every soul that they are protected and that their memory is preserved. We didn't have, as the Scottish say, a big celebration filled with whiskey. And to celebrate and honor the sacrifices of each departed family member. And in the words of my 81-year-old New York and Pennsylvania grandfather, test the ways of the world and make way for the new. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Up next, we have Karen Cole.
Thanks. Good morning. Both Reggie Craig and I co-chair the Social Justice Committee here. I grew up in Catholic parishes in the Midwest, where the majority of the members were either of Irish and or German descent. Like most kids, I really enjoyed Halloween. I liked to make a costume, and of course, I liked collecting candy. We'd get together and we'd strategize which houses to go to. They had the best treats. One even made homemade donuts, so that was number 1 on our list. After that was November 1st. It still is All Saints Day. And the focus of this holy day was a long list of canonized saints, not our ancestors. But to me, as a kid, the primary interest was I got a day off of school because I went to a Catholic school. The next day is All Souls Day, November 2nd, but in my family and in my parish, I don't remember anything significant from that time. The first time I heard of the Day of the Dead was as an adult when planning our E-classes for our daughter Stephanie. In preparing for this service, I enjoy learning about all the various and rich sources for the Day of the Dead celebrations across the globe. For example, in Germany and some German-speaking areas of Switzerland, there is Totensonntag, which translates Dead Sunday. However, it's a religious holiday. It's usually the last Sunday of the liturgical year in the German Evangelical Church, and it's dedicated to the memory of those who have passed away. It's called a silent day, and this means in some areas of Germany, music or dance events are prohibited. Depending on the state, businesses may follow normal or restricted hours, or they may be closed for the day. There are also special services held in many Lutheran churches. And on this day, like in many of these other traditions we've heard of, many visit the graves of loved ones. The Sunday of the Dead is kind of a latecomer. It was initiated in 1816 by Friedrich William III of Prussia. Thank you.
That mic is a tricky one. During the halfway point of fall, we are surrounded by an ambient prescience of impending transition. The transition and decline. The shift in the seasons as winter solstice is merely 6 weeks away, our world steep in the light decreasing daily, dimming toward the shortest day of the year, and the year itself drawing to an end as a cycle is completing its course. We pull ourselves close, cover up, and snuggle down, and in the season full of shadows, we are inclined to explore the darkness inside us. What we discover there, if we're willing to recognize it, is the inevitability of our own demise. It's seasons like this where we are reminded of all those who have preceded us and those who follow. Successions of generations like the fruit of the tree, the generations bud, bloom, ripen, and fall, each in its own turn, the autumn cross-quarter day when all of nature seems to be dying and long been absorbed as a feast in the cultures of the northern hemisphere. The occasion once mourns and rejoices the death and bounty of land. The Asian coat of the family is an extremely precious precept. The family group is primary in society. Each grouping of relations is joined together with other subgroups into larger assemblies. The common threads that link them all is their one mutual ancestor and the understanding that all humankind is an extended family. In India, it is Pitra Visajan Amas Vasvaya. In Laos, it is Ho Kao Padip Bin. In Japan, it is Oban. And in Cambodia, it is Pracham Bin. In Vietnam, it is the Wandering Souls Day. In pre-revolutionary China, it is the Hungry Ghost Festival. And the People's Republic hold the Receiving Ancestors Festival. The Dahomes of West Africa prepare a harvest ritual calling setting the table and inviting the spirits of the ancestors forth. At festivals of the dead everywhere, special treats were featured for the enjoyment on both sides of the border of whatever it is that divides life and death to this world and next. The halfway point of fall, when the nights were lengthening and the storms were coming in from the north, the Nile was sinking, the ancient Egyptians held Aisha. The 6-day pageant commemorated the death of the corn god and deity known as Osiris, son of Isis, the earth mother for whom the day is named. Participants masquerading as the gods and goddesses reenacted the saga describing the death, disappearance, and rebirth of Osiris. He is then resurrected as corn in spring and consumed as bread coming to life again in the human lives, and the story continually represents and repeats itself. The Aisha was celebrated in honor of all particles. On this night, the ancestors were invited back to their homes to join an annual reunion of remembrance. Houses and paths were illuminated to darken the way, to lighten the dark way, and the grave, and come back to guide people safely to go to family and friends that waited and welcome. And as Ms. Trish shared, the altars were erected and tables laid with offerings of fine food, wines, and flowers. Now, this is happening all over the world. The guests of honor were then fed with fabulous feats of fealty. The traditions and ceremonial elements of Egyptian Day of All Souls traveled north and west through Greece and to merge with all those cults in tribal Europe. And when Europeans pursued empires abroad, the festivals went on. The essential ceremonial symbols like ghost, the mass, and the food have survived centuries and centuries undiminished. And they are still centerpieces of our own fall festival of death here in America we call Halloween. So we gather here and strive together. Let's now offer what monetary gifts we're able to ensure that we can take care of this place. In the sanctuary, the offering will now be given and received.
On your lyric sheet, you have the choruses to Purple People Eater. So you'll know when it's time to sing the chorus, I hope. Well, I was sitting outside of my UU church. I looked up and then I did a lurch, 'cause down from the sky, to my surprise, came a big purple people eater with one eye. It was a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. One-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. One-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people. Sure looks strange to me. Well, he came up on the stage and he sang his song, and we said, oh my goodness, but that song's so long. Will you kindly please wrap it up, because we're just about ready to sup. It was a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. One-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. One-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. Sure looked strange to me. Well, he sat back down and we passed the plate, and everyone was so generous. Then we ate. They brought up the cash and we said, woohoo! Let's wrap this song up with one last chorus, please. It was a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. One-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. We like short shorts, flying purple people eater. Sure looks strange to me. Cha-cha-cha. So next we have RE Youth, and that would be Jade is going to represent us. Represent Jade.
Thank you for all being here with us today. We're grateful for every person who joins this circle, bringing kindness, love, and openness. We give, whether it's our time, our smiles, or our offerings. We help make this community stronger, helping each other and those in need. If you feel moved to give today, I know that your gift supports this church and all the good we try to share with this world. Thank you for being a part of it. Let's continue to spread love and kindness as we leave today, making our world a little brighter for everyone.
Now, please, testing. Thank you, babe. Now, please rise as you're willing and able for our closing hymn, number 105, in the gray hymnal. That's a misprint.
Oops, that's a misprint. It's actually number 305. Surprise! And yes, we will be doing the last verse in Spanish. Good luck. All the colors, yes, the colors we see in the springtime with all of the flowers. All the colors, when the sunlight shines out through a rift in the colored showers. All the colors, as a rainbow appears when a storm cloud is touched by the sun. All the colors abound for the whole world around it, for everyone under the sun. La 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 la. All the colors, yes, the colors of people parading on by with their banners. All the colors, yes, the colors of pennants and streamers and plumes and bandanas. All the colors, yes, the colors of people now taking their place in the sun. All the colors abound for the whole world around and for everyone under the sun. La 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 la. Ole! All the colors, yes, the colors, the black and the red and the brown and the yellow. All the colors of people who smile and shake hands and say hello. All the colors, yes, the colors of people who know that their freedom is won. All the colors abound for the whole world around and for everyone under the sun. La 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 la. De colores se visten los campanos en la primavera. De de colores a los pajaritos que vienen de afuera, de colores esa iris que ven a lucir, y por esto los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. La 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 la.
All right, well done, everyone. So as we close today's service, let us carry forward the spirit of curiosity, compassion, and unity that cross-cultural holidays inspire in us. Each celebration, tradition, and story from around the world is a reminder of our vast shared human tapestry, one rich with diverse experiences and perspectives. Embracing these holidays gives us the chance to honor not just our own journeys, but also those of others. May we go forth with open hearts and open minds, committed to learning from one another, bridging our differences, and building a world rooted in understanding and peace. Thank you for being here today, and may we continue to find joy in the beauty of our interconnectedness. Be in peace and in fellowship. And now, please remain. You can be seated as Ms. Trish plays our postlude.
Good thing I worked out this week. Okay, you have the words for this one. It's the Monster Mash. So the chorus would probably be the easiest part to sing along to. I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight, for my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the mash. He did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. He did the monster mash from my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast. The ghouls all came from their humble abodes to catch a jolt from my electrodes. They did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. They did the monster mash. The zombies were having fun. The party had just begun. The guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was rockin', all were digging the sounds. Igor on chains, backed by his baying hounds. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with a vocal group, the Crypt Kicker Five. They played the mash. They played the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. They played the monster mash. Out from his coffin, Drac's voice did ring. Seems he was troubled by just one thing. He opened the lid. He shook his fist and said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist?" Now the mash, it's now the monster mash. And it's a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. It's now the monster mash. Now everything's cool. Drac's a part of the band, and my monster mash is the hit of the land. For you, the living, this mash was made too. When you get to my door, tell 'em Boris sent you. You can mash, then you can monster mash, and do my graveyard smash. you'll catch on in a flash. Then you can monster mash. Oh, ooh, ooh, oh, ooh, 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 oh, ooh, 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 oh, ooh.
Thank you all. Now, as Caitlin extinguishes our chalice, I would invite you to follow along with the hand gestures if you know them. But we extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of love, or the fire of courage. These we carry in our hearts and out into the world. Thank you so much for coming today.